I'm like so over with doing this intro. Hey guys, it's Vicky and I'm here with another video. If you have not yet checked out my last videos, you guys can. They will be linked in the description with my profile, obviously, and the rest of my social medias. And today, I kind of decided to put something together with assumptions. I've seen a lot of videos about people doing like reactions of assumptions that people make of them, or like assumptions of how my future will be from like close friends, I guess you could say. So I took into consideration all the assumptions that you guys have sent me through Instagram, obviously, and I'm gonna read them one by one. And let's get started. So the first one is from my friend Nikki. She says that I'm really smart, but I can be an idiot at times. I mean, that's not really an assumption, more or less. Like, that's just me being me. Yeah, I guess you could say that I can be really smart and then I can be an idiot. The next one is from my friend Gucci Bucks. He said, I have really big eyes and that's the first thing that he noticed. Well, I mean, I get that a lot. A lot of people say that I have really big eyes and that's the first thing they always notice. Or some people will say that I have like a very straight face, more or less like a resting face. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into it. Then I have another one that says, you don't like where you live and you want to come back to Miami, but your boyfriend is against it. As you guys, some may know, I used to live in Miami. I moved up to North Carolina in 2015, and I could say that I do like it up here. I just didn't like it at the beginning. This is an old friend of mine that has known me since probably like 7th grade. So, I mean, I like where I live. You're wrong on that. That's quite an assumption because I really do like where I live. I do want to move back to Miami, but it's just like, I think that's just such a big move. And Daniel's against it. More or less. More or less. Like, he doesn't want to move because he's comfortable here, but he also wants to move because he feels like there could be better opportunities. So like it's a 50-50. So you're kind of right. Say hi to everybody. Okay. Bye.
Big 4 times.
Oh my god. Okay, so my friend Deja, she said, I give it 3 to 4 more years till you and Danny have a baby, making me and Itzel titis, which in my world, titis means tias, which means aunts. So basically, she's basically saying that in 3-4 years, she sees me and Danny having a baby. We kind of want to wait a little longer, but you know, if things happen, and I'm not gonna... I can't see it, but I don't see it because I kind of want to live my life a little more, and I want my life to like kind of, I don't know, if it's an accident it happens, and if it's not an accident then I guess, I don't know. I mean, we have it planned for another time and you never know what might happen. Deja also said again, I think you'll own your own bakery. If anyone knows me, I love to bake. I love to bake, like that's like my #1 hobby. So I would say that having my own bakery is my goal in life. I do want to open up my own bakery later on. I just don't know if I'll have the money or the time, or maybe I might get caught up in another hobby that I like. It all depends, but a lot of people see me baking all the time. A lot of people see that from me because I've always talked about it. In high school, I was taking courses to cook and bake and all these things, and then I want to go to college for it, and I also want to go to college for business. So I mean, it could go both ways. I mean, I see where she's coming from. Yeah, it could happen. It could be a possibility. The next one says, I feel like blonde looks better on you than black. Still cute though, with a little crazy face. That came from my friend Karen. I mean, the whole blonde look that I had like way back, like probably 2 years ago, but I enjoy my natural hair. My natural hair is not black, it's more like brown, but when I dyed it back to my natural color, it was a black color. I really, really, really like the blonde. I really enjoyed the blonde, but it just like fried my hair. It fried my hair. It fried my hair so much that I could have lost my hair because I was doing different colors in my hair. I was then bleaching it back to blonde, doing different colors in my hair, bleaching it back to blonde. So yeah, I could have lost my hair, but I got tired of it. I grew it out. I grew out my natural hair. I had black, like not black, but brown. And then at the tips, I had blonde. And it looked nice after a while, but then at one point it just looked weird and I just needed to re-dye my hair, so I just dyed it back to the natural color and I stuck with it. And then little by little I started cutting it, and then this is what I ended up with probably 2 years later, because I had it shorter than this last summer. So not a regretful thing. The next one says that I like Takis. I very certainly do like Takis. This is multiple from the same person, so I'm gonna say them all at once. I thought you were Mexican at first. I'm from Miami. My parents are Cuban, so technically I'm not from Cuba, but I'm Cuban. Like, that's where my family's from. I thought you were single till Danny popped up. I don't know what you mean by that, but thanks, I guess. I mean, I always talk about Danny, so it's kind of weird that you would think that I'm single. Also, I thought you had no friends because every time I saw you, you were by yourself. It's very rare for me to be with my friends. Not rare enough for you to not see me with them. I always post about them, and they're in most of my videos. So, I mean, in school I can see it because, I mean, hello, you gotta walk to your class, and I had no classes that were the same as my friends, so I see where you're coming from, but I also see where you're wrong. I have friends. It's just I have a very small circle. That's all I can say. My other friend said, you looked unbothered, but you're actually really cool. Like I said, I have a very resting face. I can't really complain about that because that's how my face is. So you just have to get to know me. You have to talk to me. I'm not the type. I'll talk to you first, but I'm not the type to have like a full-blown conversation with you if I don't know you. If I don't have mutual friends with you, you don't expect anything from me. If I have a mutual friend and that mutual friend introduces us, then yeah, maybe we might have a nice conversation and we just might get along. The next one says, you're a very goofy person and have many friends to hang out with. I have a very small circle. And yeah, you could say I'm really goofy, but like, you could say I'm goofy, but you have to get to know me. Like, you have to really get to know the center of me, like where I come from, how I was brought up and all that stuff, to know that I'm actually goofy. But most people around me would say that I am like the mom figure, more or less, to the group. So I am goofy, it just depends on the time and the place and who I'm with. The next one says, you scared me at first. And then the last one says, when I first saw you, I was very intimidated because I assumed you hated me without even knowing me. That comes with a small story. You're not the first one to say that, because that also matches up with what everybody else was saying earlier. That does have a small story that I can tell you real quick. When me and Daniel first met, we actually didn't talk to each other. We saw each other a lot during lunch, and we would look at each other like if we hated each other. Completely didn't even know each other, didn't ever talk to each other, and we hated each other. That's when we first started talking, we both were like talking, and we came to a conclusion where we were like, hated me because I saw you at lunch and you never sort of kind of spoke to me, and you would always give me like a face, and I said the same thing, so we were kind of like on the same page with each other, and it was really funny because I didn't hate him, I didn't even know him, and I thought he hated me. So the moral of the story is that I have a resting face, and I feel like everybody does. It's just you catch me at the wrong time, you get the wrong time. There's a whole story behind it, and I think as you get to know me, you just get to know the real me, the goofy me, the mean me, the honest me, all types of things from me. But I can only say that assumptions don't really hurt me. I actually think it's funny that you guys assume that about me, but I mean, what can I do? I mean, this concludes the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed watching, go hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and also leave a comment, because you never know what that might do to me and how I might see it or anything. You know, you never know how I might take it. You never know what I might assume. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!